Alrighty, guys. Welcome to the YouTube channel. K-Breeze here, and we're going to be going over Squad. What is Squad? How do you get started? And everything like that. So as you guys can see here, I'm already in a lobby right now. But we're just going to go over the game of Squad. So, what is Squad? So Squad has a couple different game modes that you can play. My favorite is
You should
Invasion.
just give that to him and take
Invasion
use the super
is
pop.
you have one team that attacks, and then you have another
So much
team.
more
Let
defendable.
me hang on.
As the commander, I feel like that is a great decision.
It's fine. Our team's just gonna drain their tickets. Hit 'em. Oh, what?
A valiant last stand is what it'll be.
Okay. What is Squad? So with Invasion, you have one side that's going to be attacking the objectives, and you have one side that's defending. The way that you know which side you are is if you have a blue icon right here. So if you can see these triangles, blue, that means that you are defending, and you'll be able to see every single objective. Uh, Basically every single invasion layer is going to have objectives for you to defend or attack. So as you can see here on Narva, this one is Narva Castle, storefronts, university, old barracks, and then airfield. So that's our five objectives that this team is currently defending. And then the attacking side, you can see their main with a lock symbol. They are attacking. So their goal is to take the objectives from the defense. Um, they will win tickets when you take a objective. So if I go to mode info here, you can see you win by capturing all of the control points or draining the enemy tickets, one or the other. Capturing control points replenishes your tickets. You have far fewer tickets compared to the defenders as attackers. So capturing control points and avoiding casualties are vital to succeed. Um, as defenders, you want to hold your ground until the enemy runs out of tickets. So, like I said, you want to defend. Every attackers will start with 250 tickets. Defenders will start with 800. Um, and then obviously it'll tell you what flags, everything with mode infos. All of these numbers here on the map just tells you all of the possible objectives for each one. So the numbers are listed 1 through 5, as you can see, with your number 5 closest to the enemy main, and then it's just going to work its way back. So, as we know, it's Narva Castle, storefronts, university, old barracks, and then abandoned airfield. So, obviously, that's the current objectives. But this is invasion as a whole. So, defense side, obviously, you don't want to lose the objective. Attackers, you want to take it. So, um, their next thing is factions. So as you can see, Russian Airborne Forces, United States Cavalry Regiment. When you are in this teams and game mode info, if you select on this eye right here, you can see everything that the side has as far as, so instance, this is the enemy team. So you can see they have an airstrike, 2 artilleries, they have the UAV. They do get a tow, HMG bunkers, and a HAB. This is all their vehicles that they can get, their tanks, any helicopters, and then any boats if there are water inside the map or on the map. Sometimes you will have boats as well to be able to use, but on this layer there isn't. And same with your side, same thing. Forward spawns, what spawns forward, vehicles, helicopters, boats, there's a none. You have your special characteristics. So we have ATGMs. We get an extra HAB because we are supports. Support factions will get an extra HAB. They'll get an extra logistics vehicle. And then we can also see enemy vehicle spawn timers. So if I go back in and I go to this tank icon with the question mark, you can see that I can see those timers right here on when the Mark 19's back up, the M2, the tank, which is coming up right now. So their tank's going to be rolling out. They've only got one Bradley up for at least another 5 minutes. So with the support faction, you can see all the timers, especially on the enemy side. But we're gonna go over all the kits. So squad leader kits, you have 3 squad lead kits. As you can see, you have your iron sights, holographics, ACOG, and sometimes, depending on the faction, you'll have another one or even more. There are some factions that have 6 or 7 squad lead kits, and all it is just different weapons and sights. It's really all it is. This one, obviously, you have the AS Val. There's no grenade launcher. And you have your AK-12s, which have the grenade launchers on them for the squad leaders. Crewman kit. This is if you're running armor that requires a crewman kit. They just get your standard AK-12 sidearm. They get a special kit, which is a repair kit. That way they can repair their tanks, any tracks, if they get tracked, anything like that. All squad leaders also get a rally, as you can see in the bottom right, with that bag icon. It's a rally that you can use to let your squad mates in your squad spawn through. So anybody that is new to squad, you guys aren't really going to be squad leading at first. The kit that I recommend you start with when you are brand new is the rifleman kit. With the rifleman kit, it's very easy. You have an ammo bag that is used to help replenish anybody's ammo. It's the easiest kit in the game, and all that you want to do starting out is you just want to get used to playing the game. You want to get the feel, get your sensitivity down, get used to the gunplay, the movement. You don't need to worry about all of these other classes yet. Start it with rifleman. You want to go with an ACOG starting out. That way you can give yourself the best chance to identify targets, PID, and everything along those lines. So definitely use an ACOG. It's typically going to be at the very bottom of all of the weapon choices. As far as settings, the settings that, as far as field of view go, I have mine set on 95. 95 is the perfect number for field of view when it comes to this game. I also game on a 24-inch monitor, 144 hertz. So if you have a bigger one, obviously your field of view, bigger monitor, your field of view is going to change. But for me and a lot of other squad players, 95, it's just the perfect one. Sensitivity, obviously this is all based up to you. So you can do with this as you wish. Same with the graphics. You can go through. It really just depends on what you have. I run everything on borderless. So as far as settings go, there's a lot of good settings. Videos that you can look up, especially with UE 5.5 out right now. So, but this is what I kind of have as far as settings. But we don't really care about settings right now. If you guys want me to do a settings video, let me know. But yeah, so starting out, you just want to go rifleman kit. You want to go your ACOG. You want to just roll with your squad leader. There's a kit called a LAT, which is light anti-tank. There's also a HAT, heavy anti-tank. If you see one of these guys in your squads and you're new as a rifleman, roll with them because they're going to want your ammo bag to rearm so they can kill armor Vics. So roll with them as a buddy, with a buddy system, and you're just going to have a lot of fun. But yeah, so with this, with Russian Airborne, there's a Raider kit, so there's some other factions that have a Raider as well, specifically the INS, the Insurgents faction. Typically, every faction will have an automatic rifleman. This one doesn't have a scope. You can't really see it because of the black text going through, but this one has a kickstand that you can mount up on. There's no scope. The one down here in your fire support section, this one will have a scope. Same thing, has a bipod. You can mount up onto windows, ledges, walls, anything that's kind of around chest level. You can mount up on it for steady aim, and you're just suppressing fire. Grenade launcher. Some factions, you'll have a holographic and an ACOG. There's another faction, for instance, Turkey, or the Turkish Armed Forces. They actually have 2 different types of grenade launchers. They have the actual thumper that has the round barrels of grenade launchers. If you've ever played Modern Warfare 2, the original Modern Warfare 2 back in 2009, 2010, you're gonna know what I'm talking about when I say the thumper. Think of it as the striker shotgun, but as a grenade launcher. So that's kind of what it is. Your light anti-tank. This is going to be more for hitting your, again, light light vehicles. So your Humvees, your Logis, your transports, track Logis, your Humvees, um, any light vehicle with light armor, the MGS, the Strikers. So on the American side, you have the Crow's M2 Striker chassis body. You know, you're going to use this against that. Anything with light or weak armor, you'll be able to two-tap this, hit in the engine, and you're good to go. Marksman kit. A lot of people love playing the Marksman kit. Not everybody knows how to play it properly, so we'll be doing an entire video on the Marksman class itself. So if that is something that interests you and you want to know how to play Marksman in my opinion, the only correct way, stay tuned for that video coming out. But again, this is just the intro to Squad, so we're going over all the classes and everything. Scout. So these guys, this is a newer class as of one of the most recent updates. You actually have a drone, similar to the old Insurgents command. The old command asset for the commanders for Insurgents. You can use a drone. You can recon, fly it around. It looks really cool. We'll do again. We're going to be doing a video on every one of these classes and playing them, so there's no need to worry. We will be going over all the classes and playing them and all those lines. Machine gunner, basically the same thing as the assault rifle, except you get bigger magazines, a different weapon, and this is going to be in your support class. All this is in your support. Heavy anti-tank in the name itself, so you have your special, which is your tandem rounds. Your tandem rounds, those are going to be used for the enemy tanks. You'll be able to kill them through ammo rack, engineing them. You're going for that heavier armor. So your M1A2 Abrams, the Bradleys, the APC 15 mics from the PLA, the T72B3s, the T90As, the T72S, T62, T64, all those tanks. This is what you're going to be using it on. Combat Engineer, this is my favorite class in the entire game. Out of my 14 plus thousand hours, I probably have at least a good 8,000 hours on this class alone. The reason I love this class is, one, with the shovel you can dig down radios very quickly. As a C4, so you can dig down the radio one level, throw C4 on it, and then the radio is going to be on bleed out just from the C4 exploding. Sometimes you get sandbags, barbed wire, you get tank mines that you can place down on roads or on main intersections, and you'll be able to destroy armor, light armor I should say, heavy armor. They're going to get tracked or wheeled, very badly damaged, and then either your lats, your hats, or even your own armor pieces will take out the rest. So I really like this because, one, for how long that I've played the game, I kind of know all of the objectives and how to attack and approach each objective. So I just use that knowledge and background, and I can easily find enemy radios. So if you guys watch my stream on Twitch at KBreeze on Twitch, you guys typically will see me on this class. I'll also be squad leading, sometimes commanding as well, or even in armor. But most of the time I am playing the Combat Engineer kit. And then last but not least, you have the Sniper, this one is typically your bolt action. So again, we'll be doing a video on all these classes. But when you first get into squad and get into a lobby, what you'll do is you will select whichever one of these you want. If it is red, there is a reason. You're just going to read the red text up above. So it's unlocked for a squad of 3. If there's no red, that means you can pick it. So whatever it may be, a lot of times for the specialist classes down here, you need a squad of 3, a squad of 3, squad of 6. Sometimes there's already too many, and then it will tell you there's 2 of 1, so you can't pick the hat kit because there's already too many. A lot of these gets unlocked at level at least 3 people. Now this is for every 3 people. So once you get to 3 people in your squad, you can pick a grenadier kit, but nobody else can pick from this row or this row until another 3 players join. So keep that in mind. When there are 6 people in, so you can see here there's a grenadier and a hat and 2 lats. So they can go through, they can pick these because again they have enough people in the squad to do that. Same with this one, so you have 2 lats, grenadier, combat NG. So again, you have enough to pick that. With that being said, there's going to be one of these squads just not going to be able to pick a lot. So as you can see, because of there are 3 people here, but there's 2 riflemen, and that's just because of how many people have picked the kits. So just keep that in mind. But again, you're going to start out as riflemen, get used to the gunplay, get used to everything. And then from there, you have a couple places that you can spawn. One is your main. So if I go to the list right here, spawn selection, you have your main and your FOBs, your forward operating bases. So each of these will tell you a grid on where they're located at. So as you can see, Charlie 344, Charlie 318, Foxtrot 625. So 625, that's going to be down here. This one is a hab here, but as you can see, it is red with a X through it. And that means either A, it is what's called under siege. So that means that there are too many enemy infantry close to that hab to where they have overrun it and you are not able to spawn. Second reason is that this radio right here is damaged. So when it gets damaged to the point where it becomes yellow, so there is a bar and it will go from green to yellow, that means it's too damaged to where people cannot spawn. Okay, but when you're first joining a game and it is brand new, everybody's loading in, you're typically going to spawn at your main, and then you'll be able to pick through vehicles. Okay, so we'll spawn main, and we'll kind of show you guys what a main looks like. So this is a safe area. Your friendly vehicles will spawn here. A lot of vehicles, so like for instance this right here is a Logi or a logistics vehicle. You know it's a logistics vehicle because one, it's a truck with wheels. There are some Logis that will look like a track vehicle, but you can see the crates on the back side. That's how you know it's a Logi right here for wheels. Okay, every Logi will have those. If we go into cam, so we're going to just go into cam real quick. We're going to fly right over here to our first objective. You can see, oh wow, we are super fobbing this. Okay, so this is a super fob, it looks like. This is going to get taken down by an arty though, but we're going to take a snapshot of this real quick. Okay, so we're going to go over some of the things that you can place at a fob, which is your forward operating base. As you can see, this is your radio. Okay, so this is what the radios look like. It's got a laptop. If it's blue, so you can see on the map right there, it's blue, that is yours. If you see a radio like this and you check your map by pressing M and you do not see that icon there, that is an enemy radio. So you'll want to dig those down. As you can see here, we've got some mortar pits right here. We have a hab, so this is what your hab will look like. It's going to have your camouflage net over it. And on the inside, you got your Hascos, and everyone spawns in here. It's got a little light. It's nice. This is your spawn point right here. This is called an indirect fire shelter. Some people get this confused with a HAB. They look somewhat close. The biggest difference is your HAB is Hascos right here. And your indirect fire shelters will be concrete with sandbags. Okay, so you can see concrete walls, sandbags on both sides. Okay, that's the biggest difference. Here you got your observation tower, so you can actually hop up into the observation tower, and then from here you can look out, and you'll be able to shoot out. They can shoot in as well. They just don't know exactly where you're standing unless they have good eyesight. Okay. You have your barbed wire here, your single Hasco blocks. This is a Hasco wall. It's got barbed wire on the top side, so that's your Hasco wall. You got your ammo crates here. So your ammo crates are always going to have ammo boxes, ammo crates, launchers. From here, you can select F and then go through and select your kits. So we're going to go back to main. I'm going to let the admin staff know. Okay, just so that the other staff know. But when you come to main, we're going to go back. When you go to the ammo crate, you can press F. You can hold F, so you're going to need to hold it. If you let go, it just goes away. So F, this top part here, you can rearm. Now you can select what you want to rearm, or you can rearm all, okay? You can just left click rearm all, get out, and then you'll be fully ready to go. Okay. If you want to change your kit, if you are not squad leading, it's going to be these three. So from here, you have your rifleman kits here, and it goes over everything as if you were dead. Okay. So if someone wants you to switch a kit, this is where you will go after you spawn in. You'll go to an ammo crate, hold F, select specialist role, your support role, or your squad roles. Okay. That's where you go there. If you want to be a medic, your medic is going to be inside of the command and support roles. They're going to be right here in your bottom left of the wheel. Okay. So that's that. But yeah. That's really it as far as the how to play squad, or specifically how to play invasion. There's some other game modes as well. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If there's more that you guys want to see or want to learn, do not worry. This is the start of a series of how to play squad and teaching. So again, for those of you guys that don't know from the stream, this is how many hours that I have in squad. I got 14,800 hours, so I probably have one of the most amount of hours played on the game, so you can trust anything that comes from me. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.